Hi, it's Gang here.
It's shown here.
Welcome to another episode of Off the Syllabus podcast. In this episode, we're going to talk about our experiences when we first joined the Parmy University.
Sure. As like new batches coming up, and there are freshmen in our university, so we want to share our experience of attending an online university and what to do and what to do not.
Exactly. How are you guys finding the new semester? Are you guys very much excited and looking forward to 4 years of university here? Or are you someone who will be worried that, you will be left behind during the semesters? We have some tips for you guys and we're going to share today.
Sure. So shall we start with first fact?
Sure, Mushroom, go ahead, please.
Okay. So first of our fact is that I wish I knew turning on the camera isn't scary when everyone is in pajama.
I think that when I first joined like LNT workshops, these are the workshops we have to join first, right? And when I first joined it, I was like very much pay attention to my appearance. I will put on like nice clothes. I will like make sure my hair isn't messy. And, I will make sure that I will be very much presentable when I first joined the L&D workshops. And then like throughout the semester, I will try to do as much as I can to make myself more presentable. But I just realized that it doesn't really matter. What it really matters is to actually engage with the like study materials. And I can see that lots of my friends are just also in their pajamas and they're just joining from their home, right? So I can also see that. So that's my experience when I first joined the party. So what about your expression?
Sure, like when I first joined the Pyramid too, like I try to be like most I try to be the neatest and I try to be the cleanest look to join the classes. But later on I realized that everyone is just like me, especially in the morning class, right? When you have just woken up from your bed. But you haven't even like brush your teeth sometime, but you have to join the class now because the class is already starting, right? So at the time, like we just like get up from the bed and then just sit on your table and join the class immediately. So I remember that. So later on, I mean like around half of the first semester, I don't think like I'm prepared anymore. I just join directly from my bed sometime. Sure, I think like it's a fun experience, so don't be afraid to try and turn on your camera because everyone else is the same as you.
Yeah, we just want to say that it's okay to open your camera even though you're in your pajamas, you haven't washed your face. In one of the like last week, in one of the classes, one of my classmates just texted me like, "You haven't washed your face yet, have you?" And we all just laugh it off. It's not a serious thing. So try to open your camera as much as you can when you are like engaging with the professors and also like when you are engaging with the students, other students. And the thing is that it is okay that you just woke up and joined the class as long as you're in the class. But the thing is, it is also very much proactive if you are gonna just wake up, ahead of the class and prepare for the class. That's also a good thing. We're not saying that you shouldn't be doing that, but we're just encouraging you guys that it is good to just like open your camera even though you're in your pajamas and no one's gonna judge you. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, like maybe you can open your camera if you are like having the electricity issues or some kind of laptop problems or something like that. It's okay not to open camera at the time, but just be sure to inform your professor in advance that oh you are having this difficulty, so you can open the camera. But please make sure to open the camera every time you can, right? Because this is also one of our rules at the university too.
Speaking of like informing to the professor, I'm not sure if you guys feel the same. When I first joined it, I was quite intimidated by the professor. So I will be very scared to like reach out to them, I wouldn't, even though I have to like turn off my camera for a while, I won't be like reaching out to them because I was just like scared to tell them, scared to like text to them. So don't do that, you guys. Professor are very much understanding, and it is good that professor know the reasons why you're not opening your cameras, and also you can tell you guys have a mutual understanding. That's the best way to solve the solutions, right? So it is better to always let the professor know of your problems, your challenges, your difficulties, so that you guys can make plans ahead, not to just cope with the problems. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Like professors are more understanding than you think, so make sure to always communicate with them and don't be afraid to do that. So, okay, so Gao, do you want to go to next fat?
The next one is that when you are trying to engage with your classmate in the breakout room sessions. Breakout room sessions are sometimes quite awkward when you first join it, because you don't really know anyone. You guys are just meeting there for the first time, so you don't know what to talk to each other. Professor will send you guys into breakout room just to chit chat, just to talk about it. So you don't know what to talk about it. That happened to me first for the when I first joined it. So the thing is that I try to ask them, how they're doing. So if it is dinner time, lunchtime, I will just ask them what are the dinners? What did you have for dinner? What are you planning to eat for dinner? To like that sort of thing. Or I will just ask them, what are the classes they are taking this semester? Who are the professors? And these are the small chit chat that I try to engage with, that I try to use to engage with the students. Not just trying to uh be more engaged with the students, but also as well as try to actually learn about them and try to actually have a connection with them. So I think it's really important that you talk to your you talk to your fellow students in the breakout room. I'm not sure what are the challenges you face in the breakout room.
Yeah, I would say like it's always nice to break the silence because let's say of course we have to do readings before the class, right? But the thing is we will always understand those reading, right? But in the breakout room, let's say if there's three people in the breakout room, like if two don't understand, for sure one understand the reading. So don't be afraid to start saying just because you didn't understand the reading. So just say hi, how do you think about the reading? Or did you like it? Or don't you think the reading is hard? Even like those kind of simple sentences can break the silence in your room, and you can just start conversing naturally. So that's why like even if you haven't understand the readings completely, don't be afraid to start the conversation because professor will always ask you guys to discuss about something. They always give you prompts or the things you can discuss, so maybe you can start thinking based on that with your friends, right? Even if you all don't understand it, or even if you are having difficulties understanding it, just make sure to start conversing. Naturally, you will begin to talk about the readings and the things that you need to talk about, and this is how the breakout room come alive always. Do you think
Yeah.
so?
I think so. I think so. Yeah. One of the thing in breakout room, it's one of the hardest things in breakout room is to break the silence. Like you mentioned, you guys just join the breakout rooms and no one will start conversation first. Like you guys are all silently waiting who will break the silence. So don't be afraid to do that. The thing is that you do need to put effort, because it's a discussions, right? So don't be hesitant to put efforts, because all the efforts you guys have put out in the breakout room will reflect your papers, your intellectual abilities and everything. It could it can have huge impacts in you. So don't be hesitant to put efforts and actually engage with the materials and the students.
So like and make sure to use English as much as possible because like sometimes in the breakout room you might have some friends who are not from your native land and who are from the other countries and who can understand your native language. So if like most of you discuss in your native language, the others might not understand. So be try to use as much English as possible.
Exactly. And the thing is that the professor can see whether you're speaking in the breakout rooms or not. They kind of are monitors. I think so. That's what I thought. So I think like if you are the host in the Zoom, you can see that who is speaking in the breakout room, who is closing their cameras. So try to engage there, okay? If not, professor's gonna like notice that you're not gonna speaking to it might put you in some difficult positions.
True, true, true. Like because of course like you need to also like participate in your breakout room, right? Because that is part of our marking scheme in every classes. So make sure you at least converse in every breakout room. At least you have to say, "Oh, I didn't understand last night reading," something like that. Okay, that's the main point.
Exactly, exactly. If you don't understand it, just tell the other class member that you don't understand it, like and you guys can figure out something. Yeah. Oh, any other difficulties you face in your first year, Mushroom?
Okay, so next part that I wish I knew in the first year. I wish I knew deadline looks so small on the calendar until they all attack at once. How do you think about that, Ga?
This usually happens around midterms and the finals, final part of the semester. You don't really know that you have like lots of like calendar stack of tasks or assignments if you don't actually go and check it. But the thing is that the professor do ask you guys, do let you guys know that they have deadlines ahead, and so be aware of the deadline. But for you might be taking like 4 or 5 classes throughout the semester, so it is very important that you note and like you mark the deadline in the calendar, but at the same time make sure you go and check it out like a week ahead, like what you have to do, what you have to prepare for that week, so that you won't be missing any of their tasks. Because one day you just thought like, oh, I only have a few tasks, and then the thing is that it's not just a few tasks, it's a lots of stack of like task assignments you have to done and on the calendars.
Okay, so I feel like deadlines have like love-hate relationship with me. I hate them. But the thing is, oh sorry, I don't love them. But the thing is, I can also hate them too. Because I especially like concept right in the midterms and final where all deadlines can be like around at the same time. So it can be really stressful. And like of course like you can ask professors sometime if you can really like carry on the deadline, or if you have like some emergency or the personal matters that you need to do so that's why you can complete deadlines on time, so you ask for the extension. But I wouldn't really like recommend this because like as long as you are trying to like postpone your deadlines, it's mean that you have like more work to do in the futures, right? So I would suggest that you need to make a plan to finish the deadlines for every classes. It's the best like you can put on the like the Google Calendar, and maybe like you can also put in your to-do list to like how can I say like break down those tasks in the small tasks so you can finish them on time. Let's say like if you are going to write a paper, of course you can just read all the references and I write the paper in one day. But at least you can like read the papers in one day, and you can also like collect the notes in one day, and you can arrange the contents in other days, and then finally you write the paper in maybe like 2 or 3 days. That's how you can break down those tasks, and that is also how you can bring your test finish on deadline. Okay.
Those are very good tips, my friends. Yeah, those tips will actually come very handy when you have very heavy assignments like midterms or the final paper. Another thing that I wish I knew when I first joined Parmi is that online friends can also become like really close in real life. When I first joined it, I was joining from online, and LNT class only lasted for like 10 days, right? And then you guys are changing classes again, and we are changing classes again, and we don't know like all the most of the people in other classes are just new faces. So I was quite worried that I won't actually make friends. I will actually feel left out. I was worried that but we have like clubs, right? Club activities we can just join, and then I joined a few clubs like in the first semesters. And the thing is that I also like try to talk to some of the friends, and some other friends from the classes are very nice. They just got like, even though I cannot like go and talk to them, they would just come and talk to me. They would just talk about like we just try to catch up on the studies and like anything that's happened in the school life first. So and then like step by step we just get closer to closer and we'll just talk about our life, you know, what's going through. Now like we know about like each other almost everything about ourselves. Like I will know about my friends, like family problems and everything, and what he's going through, he or she is going through in their life. And I'll also know, I also tell them about all the problems that I have. Even including the relationship problems, So it's very nice that even though we're just online community, if we are willing to make friends and willing to connect with one another, it's not very hard. It's not very hard. That's my experience. What about you, Masha? You've been joining here for like almost 3 years now. What are your experience with making friends here?
I would say that, let's say like I am actually like really really introverted person before me. So like I was also like afraid, and I never thought of like having friends in the university, like because like it's online, right? So you can only see people through online, and for sure I thought like I wouldn't meet them in person too. So that's why I wasn't like expecting much of it, but less I knew, like I made some friends from my LNT classes, and then they are now, how can I say, they are still my friends till now. So which is really surprising, right? Because like some of them are not the same major from me, and some of them even like took some uh uh what is that, semester breaks, but still then like we always have like connection always, and we always talk about like our things. And just like Council, right, there is one friend from Barami like who I talk with every day, like every single day, so which is surprising, right? So that's why like even though like she and I have like different major, we talk about the things we are interested in, we talk about gossips, and we like, of course, like we talk about like the relationship problems, and kind of like we also talk about our assignments too. Like even though we have like different classes, right, we still talk about our assignments, and we like try to sympathize with each other and how hard they were or they are, and like we also give ideas to each other on our papers. Like so that's why like friends can be like anytime, any place. Like even if you they are not from the same class or same batch as you can still be friends, right?
Exactly. That's the very important note here. Like, don't worry that, like some other friends are in different classes, different major, or even different cities or different countries. You never know, like one day you're just gonna, like meet that person, that person, like well, your friend live in Bangkok and you live in Myanmar, one day like that friend from Bangkok might come and visit you in Yangon, or you guys might have to like go to a trip for school together and you guys gonna meet there each other. So don't be like hesitate to make friends with people from other like different majors, different countries, different cities, because a friend is a friend, you never know once you guys will have the chance to meet. But if you never really make friends, you probably might never have the chance to meet them. As it's very important that you stay open and you still try to like connect to other people, because sometimes things are just hard to do alone on your own. It is nice that you have a friend, you have someone to, someone you can talk to your problems, or someone you just try to like get help from them. For me, I usually do that a lot in my first years. Yeah, I have a few friends that I will miss out like some of the like lectures because I just because of the like connection problems, or I just wasn't paying attention that much. And then at those times I would just go and ask them, hi, I missed it. It's like, what is it? Like, what am I missing? This is how I understand it. What are your points? Or we will just do like pre-discussions before the actually classes started. For first I was in my first year, so I tried to study as much as I can. So we even do like free discussion sessions before the classes. So these are the fun experience that we try to connect with, other friends. So don't be hesitate, to be friend with other people. Masha, what about you? Like what are the like some kind of like help that you get from your friends and you never thought you would? Yeah.
I feel like you really need a friend to like would survive your deadlines or survive your assignments at what my friends usually supports me in is like when I rant at them about the assignments I got, right? You know, like of course like you can rant to your like brother or sister or even your parents about your studies, but no, all of them, it's never better than your friends from the same university, right? Because they understand you better, so you can rant them about like, oh my god, I'm so dead, how am I going to finish this? Or oh my god, this reading is so hard, have you ever heard of it? Like, have you ever heard of this term? It's crazy that I can even pronounce it. So like you can also rant them about those kind of things, and they also know about like the how, or sometimes like when you, especially like right during the new semester and when you have to choose classes to register, you can also ask your friends for help. It's like, oh, have you thought with that professor before? How is he? Or is she really giving you big assignments? Or is she okay? Kind of like that, right? So you can also ask about those kind of advices too. So friends are really, really useful for your study. So make sure to make a lot of friends and be sure to always communicate with them. Okay.
Exactly, exactly. I think the thing with the Parma University is that lots of students here are actually interested in community deployment and social deployment projects. So in those projects you cannot just do it alone on your own. It is nice that you have a friend. You never know, you might be joining with the friends the same like student service learning opportunities together. You might be like doing the same internship together with their friends. So, it is very nice that you will try to try to stay open as much as you can and try to connect with them, and at the same time you can help them and you can get help from them too. So it is very nice. It's a win-win situations, right? So like that's what our friends for. That's how I feel like it. So that's why when you're going to do projects in like in those community development project. So whenever you have to do the project, it is very much uh, ideal that you have to collab with other people. So collaboration is also a skills that you can get from, around like engaging with your friends. You might never know that you are actually making very much strategic like collaboration strategies, but you never know that. But whenever you the setting change, like you get to a job or you get to do an internship, you can learn and use those skills that you have used with your friends and apply them in your workplace. That could be really helpful for them. Everyone have different like communication styles and different collaboration style. The thing is that test them out with your friends. Trying to like help try to help around one another. What about you, Michelle? Did you ever join like a student service opportunity together with a friend? Because I joined it last semester. That friend is from like class of 2027. I was 28, but we know each other in like Yangon, and we joined a student service opportunity together. Have you ever joined like that too, or any other like activities that you have joined together with your friends for part?
Like if service learning opportunity is like another way to make friends, I will say like I think you have said it also before, right? Clubs are also like another way to make friends too. So make sure to join at least one club, okay, of your interest. And actually like clubs doesn't really give you a lot of workloads. Like they just give you like experiences and they give you like the opportunity to make friends and opportunity to learn what you are interested in. So there are also like a lot of clubs in our university. So just make sure to try one of those and make sure to like participate in the extracurricular, and you will believe me, you will have a lot of fun there. Like because like doing just readings and assignments or writing paper, those can be boring in the long term. So make sure to find something fun, right? Yeah. Sure. That's why I make sure to find something fun that you can do for the 4 years of your university life. Don't miss it, okay?
Yeah, we encourage you to enjoy your 4 years as much as you can. You know, try to expand your horizons as much as you can. Try to like try out projects. Try out like clubs. Join the clubs. Also like join in person activities whenever you can, or online events. You never know. One day you might find spark in one project, or one activities, and you might actually like very much passionate about it, and that could actually turn into a career options, or just like a project that you have put like so much effort that the outcome is really very much flourishing. So you never know. So the thing is that to it is important that you study hard and you actually like pay attention to your grades and your credits, but at the same time it is worth paying attention to like, those extracurricular activities or connecting with friends, professors. In my first years I connect with the professors so well. She helped me a lot to like publish stories, short stories. So it is very important that you will go and talk to other people, and go and talk to go and join like clubs activities. It is worth investing your time and effort at those can actually lead to like something bigger than you never imagined before.
Talking about the clubs, right? Like I think it leads to our next fact. So our next fact is that like I wish I knew virtual events can feel as fun as in person if you actually showed up. What do you think, Daga?
The thing with the bar tourist event is that whenever you show up and you have to learn the tricks first. Like there are ways to engage in the virtual classroom which is better than real life classroom. With real life activities, real life workshops, those are way to like you can like engage there. The thing is that you first have to learn and adapt those like strategies. Like the one of the key factors that I like is that raising hands and actually engaging in the comment sections. One person might be speaking on Zoom, so that other people have to be muted, right? But at the same time you can engage in the chat box, right? And if you think like if you want to elaborate more about what you have written in the chat box, you can like raise your hands again and just talk to them there, or you can even give like reactions. I love reactions. I love using reactions a lot. So I would just like give heart reacts or other like hands up emojis, laughing emoji, LOL. I will be doing all those things to stay and connect and to engage there. The thing is that the unique thing about Parma University is that you know it's very diverse. It's very, very diverse. Students are not just from like one city or one country. They're from different cities, different country. Also, the professors are countries across the world. So it is very unique experience that you can. It's quite hard to get those experiences. So the thing is that that's why we have the virtual platform to connect one another. So use that opportunities, use it like to connect like it's a real life event. It is a real life event, to be honest. We're just using the platform, using a platform to doing it in a different way. So don't be hesitate to join those activities and workshops thinking that it's just an online workshop, we never really engage there. It is not. You can engage a lot there, and you can actually be friends with people from different countries, and professor, guest speakers. You can try to connect with them even though they're in like other countries. So those are my experience.
Sure. And another things that I want to talk about is about the guest speaker sessions. So our university does arrange like a lot of guest speaker sessions, and the speakers can be varies from like different fields, and they can be also from all over the world. So like there are topics can be sometimes like out of the contents or out of the interest that you are interested in, but still like be sure to attend those sessions because they are really interesting more than you think, and they also talk about the things that we can also relate a lot. So that's why those sessions can be like also useful in some of your classes in the futures, believe me that. So make sure to attend all of those sessions.
Thank you for sharing those very much helpful tips, Marshall. I needed them a lot in my first years. I wish I knew then.
And that's all for our podcast today. And thanks for listening to us. And I wish that you learn like even a little fat. That would be really okay. So thanks for listening till the end. And I hope that we see you in next episode too.
Whenever you have questions, please try to reach out to us in through Instagrams. Have a great day ahead, guys.
Bye.
Bye.